Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. My name is Dean Meagher and this video is going to focus on how to hit the sweet spot. Now the first thing you need to do is be accountable to where the ball is hitting the club face. So a great place to do this is actually in the TrackMan simulator. There is a setting that lets you know the impact location of where the ball is hitting the club face. So from swing to swing you can see a little orange dot, as you can see here, to let you know where the ball is hitting the club face. Now a great place to come and practice would be here. You grab your driver, your hybrid, your fairway and a couple of irons and try to go from club to club to notice where the ball is hitting the club face. And you may find your driver you're hitting out of the sweet spot but your irons you're not. And so you'll understand what adjustments you have to make, especially when you're coming back to playing more golf, that is going to help you to hit the sweet spot as much as possible. Because what I find as a coach is that people don't generally hit the sweet spot enough, and this makes them swing too hard because they're not getting the distance. They also hit the ball much more offline if you miss the sweet spot. So it's really imperative that you're fine in the middle of the club face, you hit it the right distance, the right direction, and generally you'll have a lot of fun doing it because it feels great when it hits a sweet spot. So I'm just going to quickly demonstrate a shot, and what will illuminate on the screen there is where it hit the club face. So that one was pretty good. I hit one right out of the sweet spot, and you can basically tell by these bottom numbers here. On the left hand side is the impact offset, so that lets me know that I was 2 millimeters to the toe of the club. The 1 in terms of impact height means I was a millimeter high. Now that's not bad. If I'm within about 5 to 10 millimeters of the sweet spot, I'm generally going to hit a pretty good shot that goes the right distance. If you're outside that, you need to make adjustments. So maybe I'm going to talk to you now about a few adjustments that I would make. So let's say that I was hitting most of my shots out of the heel of the club. The adjustments that I'd make would be 4 different areas. 1, I would stand just a little bit further away from the ball if I was out of the heel. Number 2, I would basically align the ball a little bit more out of the toe of the club at setup. Okay, I think this one's actually quite a helpful one for somebody that's hitting out of the heel. Sometimes you just need to aim it more out of the toe, and that's okay. You don't always have to aim it at the start out of the middle. It really does matter what happens at impact. So if you're out of the heel, aim it out of the toe. 3, I'm going to notice where the weight is in my feet. So occasionally if I was to fall forward, I would notice that the weight wasn't really in the middle of my feet at setup, and I was sort of moving towards my toes as I swung. So I might be aware of where the weight is in my feet, not only at setup, but also during my swing. I try to keep it nicely in the middle of my feet as much as I can. Now if that doesn't work, I'm going to start to make an adjustment to my swing. So if I'm hitting out of the heel, I'm actually going to feel the club get closer to me as I swing down. So I'm going to feel like the grip and my hands get close to my body on the way down. A lot of the time when people make a mistake is they swing out too much, and that can make you hit out of the heel as well. Now of course if you were hitting it out of the toe, I would do the opposite of everything I just said. Okay, and hopefully you'll notice when you go to hit a shot that you've made a good adjustment. And so once you're accountable to that and do some really great practice sessions with different clubs, you might be a lot more aware when you go out to play on the golf course that, oh, I'm hitting an iron shot, I need to make sure I aim it a bit more out of the toe. Or you know, I'm going to notice where the weight is in my feet. So you'll know the adjustments you have to make from club to club, and sometimes you have to make those adjustments to help you hit the sweet spot more often. So I want everyone when they play at Eleonora to be hitting it sweet, no matter the conditions, no matter the angle of the slope. It's really important that you first start on a nice flat lie in the TrackMan simulator here, be accountable and make great adjustments, because you'll play a lot better golf and have a lot more fun. So good luck with it. Let me know how you go, and if you have any issue and you still find it difficult to hit the sweet spot, please come for a lesson, because it is very, very important that you stay sweet. Thank you very much.